The most common and devastating disasters to impact New South Wales are floods and major storms. The financial loss to communities from these disasters is nearly 20 times that of bushfires. Since 1955, an organisation of volunteers, the State Emergency Service, the SES, has been New South Wales' frontline responder to floods, storms and all kinds of emergencies.
The SES is the New South Wales' most versatile and widely used emergency service. We have more than 10,000 volunteers located around the state. Teams of highly skilled and trained SES people from all walks of life are ready to respond quickly, whenever and wherever they're needed, no matter what the emergency.
Flood warnings and management.
Rescues.
Community engagement.
Storm damage control.
First response to accidents.
Land searches.
Even tsunamis and earthquakes.
Our state headquarters and command centre are in Wollongong. We have 17 regional headquarters throughout New South Wales and more than 220 units supporting and supported by their local communities. A small core of paid SES staff work in our state and regional headquarters, but the overwhelming majority of SES people are volunteers.
The SES is made up of a group of people who want to help the community. They're young, they're old, middle-aged, they're from all sorts of backgrounds, and at the end of the day, they're there to serve the community and its needs.
It gives you a real buzz to think that you've helped someone, particularly we do a search and we have a successful search and find somebody. The relief on the family's faces is just thank you in itself.
Walking up to a job site and seeing a tree through a house and then knowing that we can help that because we've been able to tarp the roof. The thank you that we get from the residents is an amazing feeling.
Just to see the sort of expression of gratitude you get after you've completed the job makes it all worthwhile.
You really can assist the community in a time of crisis. You can get out there, do things. Our level of training, skills and equipment now really give us the tools to help our community.
The skills SES volunteers gain enable us to offer specialised emergency services to their communities, the right skills to match any emergency.
The number of different tasks that we do, I mean, a lot of people just see us after storms, but we assist the police with searching, we provide first aid assistance where required, we do a lot of different jobs.
One day we could be doing tarping on a roof, the next chainsawing a tree that's been, blocking a road. It's totally different every day. Yeah.
Across the New South Wales SES, there's approximately 90 rescue accredited units. These units are largely in rural areas of the state. What this means is that the units in these areas have special training in road crash rescue and in industrial accident rescue. Volunteers from these units are first on scene.
There's approximately 40 vertical and mountain rescue units across the state of New South Wales. The vertical and mountain rescue units provide assistance for people who are sick, lost or injured in remote areas which are difficult to access. Due to the high-risk nature of vertical rescues, such as a cliff-top rescue, it's imperative that our operators are highly trained and have the most up-to-date and current skills to perform their roles.
SES volunteers undertake rigorous specialist training for alpine search and rescue. They're also equipped with specialist equipment as well, such as skidoos and over-snow vehicles for access to casualties.
I've found the SES to be very, very accepting of anyone from any different cultures, any different backgrounds. The programs that we offer are pretty much statewide programs that includes metro, rural areas along the coast and way out back. So we've got training programs available for Aboriginal people to look at the SES as an option.
SES members are mainly volunteers. However, their approach and attitude are 100% professional. That stems from the training volunteers receive, which is nationally accredited.
3 steps.
Volunteers gain unique skills they wouldn't easily be able to acquire elsewhere. Employers and potential employers recognise the value of these skills.
I think the greatest benefits that we actually get is that our staff really have an ability to be able to know what to do in an emergency. Probably those skills are leadership, looking at eventualities, reacting appropriately in a situation, knowing how people are going to react, working with the right authorities and coming up with the results that are required.
We could never, as a small company, provide them with the training that SES provides. They learn to prioritise, they learn to work with people, and that's part of what SES training is all about, and it's an integral part of any business, and their management skills develop rapidly.
Qantas recognises the significance of playing a part in our community, and as a good corporate citizen, we encourage other employers to play their part. Encourage your people to volunteer, encourage them to play a part with the SES and support our community.
When you join the SES, you undertake basic skills training, which involves around 20 hours of your time over 12 weeks. Then, over the next few months, and right through your time with the SES, you'll participate in exercises and activities which will familiarise you with the equipment you'll be using, communication procedures and occupational health and safety issues. Much of the training volunteers do lead to formal statements of attainment and national qualifications.
Well, I work for Qantas Airways at Sydney Airport. I've learned a lot of skills from SES that I've actually been able to roll over into my day-to-day employment.
Probably the main skill I've learned is team building, not only being a team member but also leading a team.
It's a really hard thing to think about, a small community like I live in, not to have the volunteers there to support them in the time of a storm or a flood, because some of them just don't know how to handle it.
When we go to a road crash and we're able to help somebody in a very, very bad situation and we can bring them out alive, it's always a great achievement.
We're all heading in the same direction, and the people that you work with are people that at some point or another your life might actually depend on their knowledge and skills. So they're your friends, they're your teammates, they're your buddies, and they could be your lifeline.
The people that I work with here, that's like the best thing. They're just so friendly. We do more than just working at the unit. We actually go out on a lot of social activities.
Yes, SES really, it becomes a brotherhood after a while, particularly when you do out-of-area work where you meet people from here, there and everywhere. And it's marvellous where you meet them 2 or 3 years down the track and you go to some disaster and lo and behold, there's people that you were hobnobbing with before.
The SES is one large organisation and relies on local people, backed up by a strong regional and state support network. Local incidents and small emergencies are managed with local resources. We partner with local councils and other emergency services and support agencies to ensure that emergency plans, equipment and resources are organised to match the needs of individual communities and the kinds of natural threats they might expect. And our cadet program works with schools to train and encourage future SES volunteers.
Joining the SES is one of the best things you can do for yourself and our community.
You don't have to be an extraordinary person, but you will do some extraordinary things.
You'll get to use the best equipment and receive the best training.
It's not for everyone. You need to be willing to take directions from your team leader, unit controller, as well as anyone in a leadership position.
You could even become a leader.
You should be self-motivated and prepared to undertake training.
Training sessions and actual emergencies may mean that you'll be away from your family, friends and work.
It's not always easy, but there are a lot of rewards.
Dealing with the worst nature control communities brings out the best in us. That's what the SES is all about.